What if I'm telling you making money, it is just a game? It is a game that you want to be more playful, you wanted to make it more easy and allow grace to come through when you're playing this game. You're like, what? I don't think that is true. Well, let me break it down to you in 5 different cheat codes so that way you know exactly what to do and how to win this game with ease, grace, and play. Hi, my name is Phyllis. I actually have helped more than 2,000 business owners get their business going and playing the game of making money while still having time. And over again, I notice that there is differences and there's patterns on why some people is successful and some are not. And today I really wanted to share that with you. And yes, one of the cheat code is make sure you hire a virtual assistant or build a virtual assistant team even before you are ready. Today, I'm going to give you 5 cheat code of what I have learned, not from school, not from college, right? Not from all these places that I thought we got the best information from, is from real life example and paying for a lot of money in coaching to really figure out, wow, this is the 5 ways of making real good money. And yes, the very first one is hire a virtual assistant, especially when you think you're not ready. Majority of the clients that I have that are failing in the first 6 months is because they fail to have someone that hold them accountable, that ask them and cheer them up when things goes wrong, or have a soundboard to discuss things with them when they are uncertain and they need like a soundboard to talk to each other. So like for me, I always have a virtual assistant that's with me, no matter when I was in the alarm business, when I was in real estate, I always have someone that is with me. And I tell them, man, today I'm kind of frustrated. I don't know what to do. And then they were like, oh, actually, boss, you tell me these are the 5 things that you need to get done, right? Or I was like, oh, I'm kind of nervous. Like doing this YouTube video right now, I am actually kind of nervous. I was like, oh, I really do not want to do it because, I just have this fear of speaking in front of camera and then stream it out to YouTube. Yes, I know that's me. And I have 2 virtual assistants right now on the call that is cheering me on and say, hey, boss, you're doing amazing. Wow, your background looks amazing, right? Smile. You speak a little bit too fast. Slow down a little bit, and I will be with you until you get this YouTube video done. So because of that support, I am communicating with you right now about my 5 cheat codes, right? So that is the reason why you need to hire someone, because if not, chances is most of the time, I saw my amazing friends and my clients, they were just like, you know what? I'm just going to take a break, watch a movie, eat some popcorn, right? Hang out with my family, or maybe check out some things that, is a busy work, but not really meaningful for yourself. And watch out for that. That's the reason why you should hire a virtual assistant to start with. And on top of that, because there is a bill. You now have a bill if you're a solo entrepreneur. So what would you do? Naturally, you're figuring out, how can I make money to pay this bill? How can I maximize this bill? Or how can I make money through this bill of hiring a virtual assistant? So if you want to create momentum and make money faster, spend the money first. Hire your very first virtual assistant. How? You can work with me, you can work with somebody else. It really doesn't matter to me because my life have changed because of them, and I would like you to do the same. Okay? Number 2, making money. I don't really believe this, but I have learned so many things from like Mind Valley, right? Tony Robbins, spiritual guides and all that fun stuff. And I realized that money is actually a frequency. If you treat it really well, it will return in a really good karma and good form of energy. If you're really stingy about it, or you're very tight about it, or you have some negative emotion about money, then you need to work it out. You need to figure out, why do I think that money is bad? Why do I think that money is evil, right? Is money really evil? Actually, money is not evil. Money is just a tool. And the evil thing they created for money is actually the people that have the evil thoughts and then using the money in the wrong way. At the very beginning, I'm very strict about my money. I was like, I don't want to spend. I don't want to spend to make money, right? And what happened? I don't really make money. And now, one of the biggest piece that I really learned, I would love you to, type it down below in the comment, right? So that I know that you hear me, right? Is what makes you money does not cost you anything. What makes you money does not cost you anything. Because just by this simple demonstration, right? If I give you $10 and I tell you, if you give me this $10, I will give you $100 back, right? Would you give me this $10 because you're going to get in return of $100? You probably will say yes, right? So what is the difference between, you paying a virtual assistant, paying somebody to do the work, and in return, they're gonna make that extra $90 back after you pay them the $10. It's a really good deal. So you need to really figure out, okay, what is my relationship with money? Is my frequency with money is really good? I have to tell you, being really honest here, I have worked on it for many, many years about my relationship with money. I just always think that I don't deserve money. I don't deserve good money. And money always messed me up. So I actually went through 3 years of kind of the onion, keep peeling out and figure out, why am I not really good with money? And is it okay if I tell you a secret? When I was younger, somebody tell me, Phyllis, I think you are unlucky because if you're lucky, your parents would have been together at that moment. Some of you guys might not know, my dad is actually a drug addict, so have led me, a long, long time ago. And my mom has to busy make ends meet, so never really be home with me. And one of my uncle, aunt, Samaritan, I don't know who, kind of maybe joking about it, but as a kid, you take it in very seriously. So the root of my money block was I am unlucky. I never go gamble, never really play a lottery. I never want to do stocks because deep down, I thought I'm an unlucky person. That's why money doesn't stay with me. So I've been working through it and saying, no, I'm lucky, I'm lucky, I'm lucky, right? And crazy as it sounds, whenever I go to a casino and if I play that one time, right? I think I only play a handful of times. I almost win every single time if I put money into a machine. But I always thought that that is an anomaly because I'm unlucky. So whatever that happened to that, it is totally not normal. Until somebody told me, actually, you're lucky. Look at all these patterns. Every time you play, you always win. Every time you play, you always win. So Phyllis, you are a very lucky person. I was, oh my gosh, you are right. So now I continuously reworking on myself and say, no, I am really good with money. Money is good. And thus, now I attract more and more money. Okay, I attract more and more money. And I want you to do that. I want you to go deep down and it's like, what is my relationship with money? Especially if you're not getting the money that you need to get, right? Or if you wanted to go get more, then you have to say, what is the limiting belief that I have with money? Am I really vibe with money? Am I really respecting money, right? Am I really believe that money is just a tool, right? It doesn't own me. It's not my identity. It's just a tool for me to get a better life. Does it kind of make sense? I know it makes sense for you. And cheat code number 3. Well, you need to decide what is the game that you're playing. Not just that you need to know what is the game that you're playing, right? You need to know what's the game that you want to play. I used to play in games that I really do not like. When I was growing up, I want to be a singer. I want to be a photographer. And mom and dad say, Asian, right? Is computer science, doctors and all that. So I picked computer science. It is not something that I really enjoy doing, but I did it for a while, right? Because that was the game that was assigned to me. And my English wasn't really good. Still not that good, so I apologize if my grammar is not good, right? And, don't butcher me on the chat and say, man, Phyllis, your English is not that good, right? Thank God with AI, I'm tweaking them all the time now, right? And getting my perfect English. So I went door to door, right? Knocking on doors. I got really good with that. So my English got a lot better. And then after that, I do alarm installation and then being a realtor. And what I wanted to share with you is when I was in the real estate on the first year, I actually made $357,000. How? Because I have a virtual assistant who helped me work on the back end support. And all I did is just focusing on the front end, which is building relationship, getting listings, selling the homes, staging the house, things that I can physically done. Everything else is done by my amazing COO, Mooney, who has been with me for 13 years. She worked on the CRM, listings, and, contract, green sheets, repairs, negotiation, booking the people coming in and out. She done all that work. However, what I realized that was an amazing game, but that was not the game that I really enjoy. I am an Asian. I'm a woman. I do drive pretty okay now, but I always get lost. So being a realtor is actually not a good thing for me because I get lost all the time. Is it a good game? It is a really good game, but it wasn't the game that I actually like to play. And then I stumbled across virtual assistants because Monique is like, boss, I really would like you to give other people an opportunity like me so that they can work from home, make good money, and still be able to raise their kid. And I was like, wow, that is me. Because I want your kid to have their moms when they grow up. Because little Phyllis, when I was growing up, I don't have that, right? So then I chose the game that I want to be in, which is running a virtual assistant agency and helping people get more time back, spend time with their family, still have their identity, impact, and income, right? To be like me, Phyllis in the candy store can do everything that I want without any restriction. It's all and it's not or. I don't have to give up anything. And so this is the game that I chose to play. And because I chose this game and I'm in love with this game, my business grew tremendously. I realized that I pushed myself into trying a lot of things that I don't know that I was capable of. And I met with all these amazing people that I have. And in return, what does that mean? I make a lot more money. And I make a lot more money while having the fun because this is my strength. Does it kind of make sense to you? Are you currently doing what you're really enjoying? Have you ever paused and say, is this what I really like to do? Do I really enjoy it? Because if the answer is yes, 100%, let's go, right? Let's work together and let's hit more and more target. But you're like, I don't know. Well, maybe that's when you wanted to retweak it or figure out a second career or third or fourth or fifth career, right? So that you have the fulfillment in your life. That's what Tony Robbins said. It is very easy to get the signs of achievement, right? Just be successful. But are you happy, right? The art of fulfillment. Because if you're happy, you automatically make a lot more money. And even if you don't make a lot of money, you're still very happy. Just kind of what I told my kids. If you want to work at McDonald's and you're still very happy, I'm totally okay for you to do that. Okay? And then cheat code number 4. You need to work with a team unless you are very techy. Even if you're techy, use somebody, delegate. Why am I saying this? You want to be very flexible with all the technology and tools nowadays. Okay, all the technology and tools nowadays. Like, let's say this is Airtable. This is ChatGPT. This is Notion because Notion can do a lot of different crazy stuff, right? And this is my WhatsApp because I love WhatsApp all the time, right? And because I have all those tools, I can be a turtle. I can be very slow and steady and think and make sure that I make the right decisions. All these tools are amazing, but a lot of the time, I have clients coming in. If you are this, okay, if you are an amazing speakers, if you're greatly people, you love sales, right? You just like total extrovert that love connection, relationship, and you had an amazing Rolodex, that means that you probably are not really good at technology. I know. That is kind of fair sometimes, So if that is you, then hey, make sure that you hire someone that is good with technology, maybe a little bit introverted, but help you sync up all these software together, especially right now with AI that is coming. It is unavoidable that you must leverage the software so that you can be consistently on top of it. And if you leverage softwares, well, it is easy to make money because they can create a lot of automation. Today, I actually received a call and they say, hello, this is Tony AI. Would you want me to tell you what's going on, at the end of this month? Because RPM is coming out. I was like, wow, like instead of hiring someone to make those phone calls, now AI is making those phone calls. And one of my best friends always tell me, hey, AI is amazing. Why? Because they have no emotion. They don't get sick. They don't slow down and they talk about the same thing over and over again. There's not any mistakes, right? So are you utilizing that? Or do you still have 25 real human that is making those outbound calls? Or just like Tony, have a Tony AI that can create that for you too. Am I right? So think about that. And again, if you are not utilizing it, you're wasting a lot of resources. So even if you just hire one person, whether it's a VA or a regular person, or even if it's your children, to install 1 or 2 or 3 of these software, your business will blow up, right? It is really very easy to make money nowadays. It's just how creative we are and how advanced we are with technology. All right, are you ready for the one last one, the 5th, right? The number 5 cheat code. All right, I'm going to be sharing that with you. Number 5 is to have a team. To have a team of people that will cheer you on. Not your virtual assistant, but people who are doing sales too, right? The people that are in your mastermind. I bought into Tony Robbins Platinum Partners. I bought into Russell Brunson Inner Circle. I brought into Titan Industry with Stephen Marley because these people are in the market. They know what is going on. They know what's working. And most likely, they also have a list of clients that needed your support. And all you need to do is collaborate with them, create a win-win situation so you help their client win and you win at the same time. And the friend that you partner up with win too. That blew my mind. Instead of like working on social media, which I am still working on it, right? Or Facebook ads, they're paying a lot of money. This is actually by far one of the best because the client already trusts your friend or your partners, right? And we already know that what is their pain point and we already know that they needed it. And the rest is just history. And if you don't take anything away, this number 5 cheat code is the easiest. That is how I have built my business for so many years, is getting to know other people that I like, and then sharing with them what I do, and then make sure that their people win with what I have, and then make my people win with what they have. And then together we make millions of dollars, and thus making money becomes so easy. Does it kind of make sense to you? All right. So those are the 5 cheat codes that I want to share with you. Again, my first 10 years of my business is so hard to make money, right? Because I don't know about cheat code. I don't see making money is a game. Every time I fail, I just blame on myself. I get really hard on myself. I barely get up. The reason why we use the word game is, like playing a game. Less emotion, be more playful, and find the easy route, not the hard route, right? Because in college, it's like, if it's not hard, you don't celebrate, right? It's okay. This is what one of my 100K students tell me. I just want to sprinkle dust, like fairy godmother, right? Just sprinkling some fairy dust and everything is done. That is how I am. If that is you, please follow my channel, because I'm going to share with you how to make things easy and not hard and still get the same result. I am over 44 now, and I'm really proud to tell you that I found the way. I'm no longer the soldier. I no longer want to fight. I no longer want to bleed. I just wanted to hang out with my kids, sprinkle some fairy dust, think about the thing, become a magician, and get my VAs to make things work for you. Like this video right now, I'm working on it. As soon as I click the button in about 30 seconds here, everything else is going to be done, and I am going to be able to hang out with my family and do whatever else that I want to. Even if I want to watch a drama and eat popcorn, so be it, because I have so many other people that's doing the work for me. Would you like that? If that is what you want to like, type it down below. I know it is very hard. I have to tell you, it is very hard to make money easy, okay? Because we'll learn to grow, make things hard. You got to earn it, you got to really earn it, and you got to just fight for it. But I can tell you nowadays, it could be easy. It is not hard. It's not easy to learn, but it could be easy. All right. I wanted to stop here for you because I'm going to make another video very soon here. So I'll see you on the next video.